Now, a person's going to look at you and say, that don't look like a rapper.
Yeah.
You're aware of this, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I think those people don't remember Big Daddy Kane.
Well,
they don't remember.
There was the Prince of Darkness cover. This is what you're talking about. And this wasn't always Big Daddy Kane. This was a particular album of Big Daddy Kane, Prince of Darkness. He got murdered over this. Like, people really were killing Big Daddy Kane over the whole suit thing. Because they're like, that's not hip hop. You know? And, you know, I'm not saying that's right or that's wrong, but...
Right. Yeah, no, and that's perfectly fine, you know, but Kane's a legend now.
100%.
Regardless of his different eras and different phases. When they were saying, oh, he's talking about women too much and just love, he's just a lover-dover. I think that, I don't think hip-hop is just the dress, you know. I think it's really about the principles. I think it's about the essential elements. And I started the balls and all the things that I was doing is because of KRS-One, because of Africa Bambaataa, because they were throwing, and of course, Kool Herc. These OGs in the game were men that came out and were throwing parties that were peaceful but fun, that where you could do visual art, that we then call graffiti, where you could dance however you wanted. That's actually what we do. That's what we've been doing. It just looks a little bit different because for us, this is the next stage. It's the next evolution. Hip hop's over 40 years old now. It's a different day and age. Now, I'm in my 20s, but I still understand where hip hop came from, and to me, where it's going is very different. We embrace melody, our generation, more than the older generation. Our rhythms sound different. The beats per minute that we produce on, everything is a little bit different. And to me, that felt like, all right, well, why not? Why not dress a little bit different? Why is that not hip hop? And if it's not, fine, I'll take that. Then it's the next generation. It's swank. Then let's move on. Let's move forward.
Well, I mean, the person you're signed to, Janelle Monáe, really kind of pushes that boundary as well.
Yeah, within R&B music, yeah.
Within R&B.
Soul, yeah.
Right. I mean, because I remember there was a thing that recently came up, I guess on Twitter. You know, someone tweeted her and said, you know, girl, stop being so soulful and be sexy. Tired of these dumbass suits you find, but you too damn soulful, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And she said, sit down. I'm not for male consumption.
Yeah, definitely. What's funny about that, it's ironic, is that the video for Yoga came out that day.
Yep.
And she's not wearing a suit at all.
Right.
She's wearing like an 80s kind of yoga garb, aerobic garb. And I loved that day. I loved what she said to him. And I love that he obviously wasn't paying attention to his Twitter feed that Yoga had come out.
And you're on Yoga also.
Yeah. Yoga was a great record. It is a great record. It was a great video.
Yeah.
We made that record because we were doing yoga a lot together.
Oh, really?
All of Wonderland Records.
Okay.
I learned new tree poses that I didn't even know existed.
Okay. What do you think she meant by "I'm not for male consumption"?
Well, I mean, I think that there's a certain norm within heterosexual manhood where we just want to see the woman without any clothes on immediately. I mean, we live in a porn culture, and I understand it. I mean, I want to see women without their clothes on, but to just think that a woman can't be soulful, whatever that means, because I do believe that people have souls. I don't know what he was getting at as far as you're too soulful. I think that she meant, I'm not here just to be consumed and eaten up and gobbled up by men the way porn women are. I have something to say. I'm a full artist, I'm a full human, I'm a full woman.
Well, you know, a person might look at you and say, well, I'm not quite sure if he's straight, if he's, you know, gay or whatever, but it seems like the way you present yourself, the way I talk to you, and in the video, it seems like you're into women.
I love women.
Right.
I love women. I actually haven't gotten that yet. I figured that I would at some point, but I haven't.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, you know, I mean, people are going to be thinking this. You know, I mean, I've heard a little bit here, so, you know, we keep it 100 here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it seems like from the conversation that you into women.
I do. I am.
Yeah.
And you know, that's me. But I have no problem with anybody assuming that, because I have no problem with people really picking whoever they love. You love who you love.
Yeah. And if you're confident.
I happen to just love a lot of women.
Yeah, me too. And this is why I think like on Vlad TV we cover a lot of subjects like homosexuality, like bisexuality, because me personally, I'm very confident in my sexuality. So I'm confident speaking to people who have differing kind of things. I'm one like no one's going to expose me in anything. I'm not trying to compensate. I like what I like, but I also respect what other people are into as well.
What's funny about that is, when I had assumed that people would talk about sexuality, the funny thing is the era that the different eras that I'm inspired by. Men, these are eras where men groomed. These are eras where actually the manly men, the gangsters of the era, were the most well groomed because they had the most money.
Right. Well, even the term gentleman means not a rough, rugged, badly shaven, whatever. It means a person who's well groomed, who has manners, that knows how to speak politely, a gentle man, whose hands are manicured, hands and feet are manicured, and so forth. And when you look at you, I can sort of see what you're doing. It's kind of like a throwback to, what era would you say? Maybe the 40s, 50s?
There's different eras, man. There's the 40s, 50s are great, but for me, it's the 1920s.
20s, okay,
30s,
there you
and
go.
Actually, if you really
Clark
look at
Gable, like that type of thing.
I'm inspired by them. They didn't wear suits like this, though. They didn't taper their pants the way we do. They didn't show their ankles and their socks the way the millennials do. So it's definitely different. But I look at all suits. 70s had amazing suits, but they had the flared bottoms. And I can't do that right now. But also the late 1800s. That's actually my original inspiration. Was
the late 1800s.
Yeah, the type of collars that Americans wore, and actually people from the UK as well.
Dope.
Definitely. But to your point about gentle man, I think the trick is like Lil Wayne said, to quote one of our foremost philosophers of the time. Lil Wayne said, "Real G's move in silence," and an OG taught me at a very young age. If you're gonna be on the streets, young man, never dress like what you do. And those words stuck with me.
Never dress like what you do.
So my record is clean. I keep my gloves dirty, but my hands are clean.
There's no comparison, man. ODB is in a class by itself. He don't even compare to us. Like he said, his style don't have no father. He the old dirty bastard of it right there. He created his own style. So
he would probably get beat for a week straight. He couldn't even walk through Long Beach. He'd be like a walking pinata. He'd just get beat every corner he turned.